People who back XRP are worried that the SEC will go after Ripple's institutional business. Ripple wants more time to find out what happened in the SEC case. This shows a huge conflict of interest for how it works, which is something that supporters of XRP have often talked about. Fred, who is crunchy? There is now a new twist in the SEC case against Ripple. The blockchain company has asked for a short delay so that the SEC has time to talk about its options. Ripple will give the SEC its contracts and financial data from 2 years after the report was made. Fred Rispoli, an XRP fan and legal expert, was worried about the court procedures. Rispoli thinks the court case is very important because the SEC is looking into Ripple. After the summary ruling decision, he made it clear that Ripple needs to follow all the rules in order to keep its business running. Ripple needs this to protect its business interests while it works out complicated rules. Rispoli's comments make things worse. The delay request shows that Ripple Labs and the SEC have different ideas about the law. Ripple can't follow the rules and protect its business model anywhere that is safe. People who own XRP are keeping an eye on the court case and any changes that might have an effect on Ripple and the business. What happens in this disagreement will have an impact on many areas. Businesses that use blockchain are still having a hard time following the rules. It's getting worse because they need more time for finding. This means that the SEC and Ripple are still at odds with each other. The future of the XRP coin market could depend on how their complicated court case turns out. The SEC did something unbelievably bad, which us leaders wrote about in the letter. The SEC will fight against automated sales and keep control of CP. The SEC will look closely at future plans, which could change them. Investors paid more attention to us leaders on Thursday as they talked about the debt box case. Senator J.D. Vance, in a letter to SEC head Gary Gensler, the Senate talked about the SEC's investigation into DebX. They said that a protective order frozen the defendant's personal and business assets, shut down DebtBox, and caused the native token of that platform to fall by more than 56. The senators thought it was wrong for government offices to be dishonest and unpleasant. In addition, their words shine a light on because of what the senators did. See cases involving Bitcoin may be looked at again. The panel should look into other police problems because of this case. This is still the case, even if commission workers knowingly gave false proof or wrong information. When facts aren't solid, it's hard to trust other things. Claims made against him by the Social Security Administration on January 30, 2024 were hidden by obfuscation or outright lies. The Securities and Exchange Commission dropped the claims so that the court wouldn't have to look into them. The Securities and Exchange Commission's commission was told in December 2023 to explain why it shouldn't be punished for giving the court false and misleading information. For a long time, people have said that the SEC did bad things. Bill Hinman, who used to be head of the SEC, is now being looked at closely in the Ripple SEC lawsuit. It was said by the head of SEC, Hinman, that Bitcoin and Ethereum were not investments in 2018. This idea is supported by the Hinman papers and the SEC ethics group, which saw how important Ethereum was. Keep in mind that Hinman was known for this before he joined Simpson Thacher, which supports enterprise Ethereum. After leaving the SEC in December 2021, Hinman went back to work for Simpson Thacher. As part of its lawsuit against the SEC, Empower Oversight said that a former employee had made direct attacks on Ripple Lab and XRP. Empower Oversight says Simpson Thacher gave Hinman a lot of money for helping the SEC keep an eye on the US Bitcoin market. This is interesting. Speaking papers say that Hinman met with Simpson, even though the SEC's ethics unit told him not to. The case might be different if the full story of what happened before Ripple's false claims was looked into. When asked about XRP's choice to sell through automated channels, the CKB getting more attention than they say. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, might have a hard time using attorney-client protection to make his papers and statements seem less important. 6 times the SEC tried to hide Hyman's speech papers. The price of XRP is going down, which is called a bearish trend. XRP is less than the exponential moving averages for the last 50 and 200 days. Charts for each day and each week show a drop. If the price goes above 52 cents, it will find support at 5 cents in the 50-day exponential moving average. If XRP breaks the 50-day exponential moving average, the bulls may go above the 100-day exponential moving average. Investors should keep an eye on US politics and Bitcoin cases before the SEC. It's possible for the price to drop below 4 cents if it breaks through the support level at 542 cents and goes below 49 cents. XRP has been oversold for 14 days running, as shown by its relative strength index score of 42. The XRP daily chart showed that prices are going down this morning. Also, the business changed how it sells XRP to big buyers. In its Q4 2023 report, which came out on February 7, Ripple won a big court case against the government. These changes happened before the partial SEC victory and the decision, which got a lot of attention. These decisions showed that XRP is not a security under federal law, which made everyone in the cryptocurrency world happy. This change in how they think shows that Ripple is dedicated to being fair and honest. Changes to how digital tokens are classified could have bigger effects. Ripple changed how it sold XRP after the court decision. The company is committed to following the rules and creating a fair Bitcoin environment, even though it hasn't been able to get a license. These changes show that Ripple knows how to follow the rules for cryptocurrencies well. The study talks about Ripple's global efforts to comply with regulations and its licensing results. The Central Bank of Malaysia has given Ripple permission to act as a major payments company, and the Central Bank of Ireland has officially recognized it as a provider of virtual assets. All of these efforts reached important goals. These results are very important for Ripple's goal of world standardization. This shows that Ripple wants to follow the rules of the world financial system and offer more services. As the cryptocurrency market went up in the fourth quarter of 2023, trades in XRP went through the roof. Ripple said at the time that XRP was trading for $600 million every day. Based on these study results, it's clear that trade is growing for sound reasons. We don't know anything else.